James and I met, actually, I was bartending, and he was somebody who just came to the bar on like Fridays, and if there was LSU game playing, sometimes baseball. So I met him, and it was really funny because I actually met his whole family at the same time. Well, half of his family. I met his mom because they had a business down the street, and also his stepfather. And so I just got to know everyone. And so one day I was asking his brother, I was like, "What's the deal with your brother?" Because he would never pay attention to me. And he was like, "I don't know, he's just really picky." And so fast forward, and James asked for my number. And then he lost it, and so then he tried to get it again 6 months later, and so I was like, "Really? You want my number again?"
We first met when Natalie and she was bartending at Walk-Ons, and I used to go up there every Friday with my brother and my good friend Kellen. And after several months, she caught my eye, and we started talking a little more, and eventually we decided to get together on a Friday evening, and I took her out probably 2 or 3 more times over the next week and a half, and we've been together just about ever since.
I go a little crazy sometimes. Can you believe it? Yeah, I swear I'm fine, that I'm alright, but I'm barely breathing.
We went out to eat, and he asked if I wanted to go to dinner, and I really didn't want to go to dinner. "Can I just like make something?" And he said, "No, let's go out to eat." So I said, "Okay." So we went to some Mexican restaurant, and Mexican food's like really fast. And so I didn't notice him being nervous or anything, like I was normal night or whatever. So we get home, and it was like an hour date, or a really fast date, and we get home, and we have a dog. And so I was like, "Oh, I need to feed the dog and let him out." He'd been in his kennel all day. And so I walk out of the backyard, and it was summertime, it was in June, so the days were longer, so it was like 8 o'clock, but I was throwing the ball with the dog, so I wasn't paying attention to what he was doing. And he said, "Oh, I'll be right back." Well, I thought he was like getting a beer or something. And then he walked outside, and he just walked into the yard, and I was playing with the dog, and he just got on one knee and proposed to me. And so it was just me and him.
I gave a lot of thought to how I would propose, and none of the traditional things really seemed to make sense for her. She's kind of a homebody in general, so I ended up deciding to do it at home when it was just us and I could surprise her. So that's what I did. I snuck up on her in the backyard one evening after dinner and got down on a knee and asked her to marry me.
I go a little crazy sometimes. Can you believe it? Yeah, I swear I'm fine, that I'm alright, but I'm barely breathing. Thought I could find my way back home, but I get lost alone.
Been so busy with the wedding, we haven't really spent a whole lot of time, at least I haven't, thinking about the marriage. And today, particularly when I started getting dressed, I really started thinking about it. And I'm really looking forward to building a life with you. I am not particularly stressed out about the marriage. It's just the wedding, and we're going to be through that soon. So I love you.